What is an operating system? Explained in simple words. What does operating system mean? An operating system, OS, is system software that manages the computer's hardware and software resources and allows users to interact with the computer. It acts as a bridge between the user and the computer hardware. In simple words, operating system equals manager of the computer. It means an operating system is a system software, manages hardware and software, controls computer resources, runs applications, provides user interface. So, operating system equals control plus manage plus run programs. Example idea: when you turn on your computer, the operating system starts first. It loads into memory. It manages the CPU, memory, and devices. Then you can open applications. For example, you open a browser. The OS allocates memory. The CPU runs the program. This is the operating system working. Why it matters. Without an operating system, Crossmark computer cannot run applications. Crossmark hardware cannot be managed. Crossmark no user interface. Crossmark no file management. Crossmark users cannot interact with computer. With an operating system, checkmark applications can run. Checkmark hardware is controlled. Checkmark files are managed. Checkmark devices work correctly. Checkmark users can interact with the computer. Real-life examples of operating systems. Common operating systems include Windows, macOS, Linux, Android, iOS. They are used in computers, smartphones, tablets, servers, embedded systems. How an operating system works. Step by step. You turn on the computer. Down pointing arrow. Boot process starts. Down pointing arrow. Operating system loads into memory. Down pointing arrow. Hardware resources are managed. Down pointing arrow. User can run applications. Flow. Power on means boot means OS loads means run programs. Main functions of an operating system. An operating system manages process management, controls running programs, memory management, allocates and manages RAM, file management, stores and organizes files, device management, controls hardware devices, user interface, allows users to interact with the computer. So the OS controls CPU plus memory plus files plus devices. Features of an operating system. An operating system manages hardware resources, runs multiple programs, provides security, handles file storage, controls devices, supports multitasking. It focuses on efficient computer operation. Types of operating systems. Common types include batch operating system, processes jobs in batches. Time-sharing operating system. Multiple users share system time. Distributed operating system. Manages multiple computers. Real-time operating system. Handles real-time applications. Mobile operating system. Used in smartphones. Tasks done by an operating system. Operating system performs process scheduling, memory allocation, file storage management, input-output control, security and permissions, device driver management, comparison with application software. Operating system manages hardware, runs programs, controls system resources. Application software performs user tasks, runs on top of OS, depends on OS. Examples. OS means Windows. App means browser. So, OS runs the computer. Apps run on OS. Common beginner mistakes. Beginners often think OS is just the interface. Confuse OS with applications. Ignore hardware management role. Forget OS controls CPU and memory. Assume programs run directly on hardware. These happen because OS works mostly in the background. Good practices. Conceptually. Checkmark understand OS role in computing. Checkmark learn basic OS components. Checkmark study process and memory management. Checkmark understand file systems. Checkmark learn OS commands and tools. Real-life analogy. Operating system is like a manager in a company office building. Employees equals programs. Machines equals hardware. Manager equals operating system. The manager decides who uses resources, when tasks run, how work is organized. So, operating system equals computer manager. Important point. An operating system controls the computer, manages hardware, runs applications, provides user interface, makes computers usable. Without an operating system, Crossmark computer is almost unusable. Crossmark hardware cannot be controlled. Crossmark programs cannot run. Crossmark users cannot interact with system. Simple definition. Operating system equals system software that manages hardware resources and allows users and applications to interact with a computer. Final summary. Operating system. Checkmark manages computer hardware. Checkmark runs applications. Checkmark controls memory and CPU. Checkmark provides user interface. Checkmark organizes files and devices. Without an operating system, Crossmark computer cannot run programs. Crossmark hardware cannot be controlled. Crossmark no user interaction. Crossmark no applications. With an operating system, Checkmark computers become usable. Checkmark programs run smoothly. Checkmark hardware works efficiently. Checkmark users can interact easily. Checkmark software ecosystem becomes possible.